problems of shortages in schools. I mean, there's more than adequate elementary schools. That's why they're mostly getting cuts. They've already done as much cutting as they can to the high school through all the previous years, and now it's just kind of figuring out where to call the middle school kids. The long-term mess, if Portland schools aren't able to, get enough buildings and figure out what to do with all the students, it's going to be more expensive to fix in the future. Because if we have a whole bunch of kindergarten and 8th grade schools and we decide that this isn't going to work, we're going to have to transfer a lot of kids somewhere else. And they're selling a lot of the properties that they're closing down. So they're not going to have buildings, and they're going to have to raise money to build new schools. And Portland Public Schools just doesn't have the funding for that right now. What this is here is the enrollment summaries for the last 10 years through 1997 through current. In 1997, again, it was 56,000, a little bit over that, students in the Portland Public School District. This year is about 46,000. And today I'll talk to you about the health of our Portland Public Schools, including the situation with the schools, who and how they decide to close the schools, and patterns and the problems. Next time I speak to you, I'll cover problems with the solutions that Portland Public School District is putting out, alternatives of what we can do, and what we can do to help. Thank you.
We're not going to have time for question and answer sessions. I have one question as far as strengths and weaknesses go for you. What do you feel your audience analysis was like here when choosing this topic and presenting this information with regards to the audience to whom you're speaking? How geared to our personal needs do you think this topic and this speech was?
It's not high right now because we're already past that point in our lives.
So this is definitely a huge problem in Portland. It's way, way, way too huge for a 10-minute speech. And there's 3 or 4 articles about it every day in every paper in Portland. Huge, huge topic. You did a good job of limiting the information that you did have. My thinking is that while your delivery was great and you're sharp, and this is a complex issue that I think you presented very cohesively to us, is that the audience analysis part was sorely lacking in that. I wanted to know, did you go through Portland Public Schools yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so where was that experience there? Did you speak English as a second language when you entered there? Did you have to take these tests? Were they biased against you? Where was that in there? Do
English
any of us
is
have...
my second language, but I speak it really well, but they still put me through the test, and they're really, really aggravating and stupid.
Okay, so yeah, so that kind of stuff in there. Does anyone in here have brothers and sisters, younger brothers and sisters in Portland Public Schools? Okay, any children in Portland Public Schools in this classroom? No. Okay, well yeah, there are children, they're dwindling, but they're there. So really gearing this to us by saying, look, even if you didn't go through Portland Public Schools, if you're planning on staying in Portland and you're planning on starting a family, this is a serious concern that you might have to deal with when and if you have children and choose to put them through this system. So really tailoring something that is a serious problem to meet the specific needs of this audience. This was well-researched, well-organized, with some exceptions of jumping back and forth between things you'd said earlier. But you were doing it consciously by saying, like I said, and to reiterate, and that kind of stuff. I just really would have liked to have seen this outline posted 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, on the discussion board so that your class and I could have helped you tailor this to meet our needs so that it would have been the A speech I think it could have been if you had been here on that first day ready to go. All right? And you didn't make your 8-minute mark, buddy. Couple of things. One thing I've seen consistently throughout here is an issue with the vivid language. So I put together, well, I didn't put it together, I photocopied a handout that my students put together